I was once the fierce king of the jungle, renowned for single-handedly slaying 100,000 elephants. Yet, despite my tremendous power, I found myself consumed by thoughts of suicide, solely because my soul originated from humans. The lonesome roar of a tiger tortured me relentlessly, like the cruelest of tortures, haunting every moment of my existence. Today, I could bear it no longer, so I arrived at the edge of a cliff, ready to end my own life. However, my plans changed when a white tiger appeared not far away. I had considered finding a female tiger to satisfy my needs, but I could never overcome that mental barrier. However, the white tiger evoked a completely different feeling within me. Her fur was distinctively colored, with a deep black that shone brightly against her pristine white. Her tiger head, bared teeth, possessed a unique cuteness, while her tiger eyes radiated a noble and icy charm, untouchable and regal, like a queen overlooking everything. Even though my aesthetic preferences leaned heavily towards humans, I couldn't resist the surge of hormones within me at that moment. Immediately, an idea sprouted in my mind, to venture into the tiger's lair. With this thought, I approached the white tiger with an arrogant stride. However, my presence triggered an intense alertness in her. She immediately crouched on all fours, assuming a combative stance, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. You see, given my physique and appearance, I was a small-time player in the human world, where the opposite sex practically threw themselves at me, except when they were pregnant or raising cubs. Yet, this white tiger regarded me with disdainful eyes, as if a rich beauty were looking down upon a loser. How could it be? I emitted a powerful low growl, pulsating with energy, and slowly approached her. However, my boldness only further infuriated the white tiger, who then pounced at me in an instant. In that instant, my strong claws swiftly pinned her down, rendering her struggles futile. I watched her helplessly beneath me, and in that moment, I found it quite amusing. How could a creature with such a significant difference in size dare to attack first? Wasn't she asking for death? But if she didn't want it, why didn't she choose to escape? All these observations indicated that she was not an ordinary tiger. For a while, the echoes of our roars intertwined, growing louder by the moment. However, regardless of the circumstances, she refused to mate, presenting a complete disregard for me. I grew angry, extending my sharp claws threateningly towards her, emitting an icy breath that filled the air. Yet, the claw pressing against her throat proved to be ineffective, only intensifying her resistance. Nevertheless, nature's law of survival of the fittest prevailed. Even if she was unwilling, strength ultimately determined everything. Before long, the white tiger's struggles began to weaken, her breathing becoming heavier. Inwardly, I chuckled and began to take action. Adjusting my massive body, I suppressed the fiery, pent-up desire that had been building for years. Finally, after a minute, I agilely concluded the matter, and the moment the pressure was released, the female tiger attempted to resist again. Hastily, I pressed her back down, feeling somewhat embarrassed. A minute seemed a bit short, but I quickly found a reason to console myself. After all, that's how tigers were. I slowly released the pressure, and the white tiger didn't immediately get up. Several minutes passed before she managed to rise from the ground, still assuming a combat stance, ready for a fight. Her stubbornness vexed me. Why was she still refusing to cooperate? Did I have to go to her den? And then? Fine, until a young tiger cub came to mind. I tentatively took a few steps backward, and the white tiger responded by roaring and advancing, ready for a fight to the death. It was as if she were possessed. Well, that suited me just fine. I didn't need to figure out a way to make her follow me. So, I walked in the direction of my territory. After approximately 2 hours, the white tiger, having regained her strength by trailing behind me, struck again while I momentarily relaxed. Naturally, I once again suppressed her, expending a significant portion of her remaining energy before continuing on. Over the course of a few days, we traveled together, engaging in combat no less than 20 times whenever the white tiger regained her strength. She never touched the food I left behind, merely catching her own prey along the way. There was one instance when she didn't catch up with me immediately, and I grew anxious. However, I soon discovered that she had gone to hunt for herself and returned shortly after. Eventually, after a long and arduous journey, I finally arrived at my own territory.